Sensei Wade, the breakdown, we're back. We have to talk about something that I don't even know is public yet, but by the time we release this, it probably will be. And it's insane. Excuse my language. 30 seconds in, we'll have to mute that for the monetization. But I know how YouTube plays the game. But
yes.
Last week, and just so everyone knows, I had this story for about a week and a half, but your boy was locked up, throw away the key. I get a call. Says, Wade, have you heard anything about a potential Floyd Mayweather fight? And in my head, I was like, I mean, it's probably another exhibition from Floyd, so no, I haven't heard it, but it's probably, that makes sense. Okay, Floyd's going to fight. They're like, no. Have you heard his opponent? And I was like, again, no, probably some kickboxer or something like that. They're like, you might want to hop up out of bed real quick and turn your swag on because this one's an absolute banger. I was like, okay. They didn't say that, but they said Floyd Mayweather's next opponent will be none other than Comedy Shorts gamer, Deji. Instantly, by the way, I went, you're full of shit, and almost hung up the phone. I was like, it's 9 a.m., dude. It's too early to be hitting me with prank calls. But this source is reliable as fuck. And I was like, you're either messing with me just because you feel cool on a Monday and know that I'm not a big Monday morning guy, or this is legit. So he goes, I can't say that it's true just yet, but I know they're in talks. So I get off the phone. I call you. You've known this for a week now, but now it is public.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather versus Deji. What? What are we doing?
What are we doing? This is, you know what we're doing? Nothing. It's Floyd. That's what he's doing. It's just Floyd. Floyd doesn't care. And this is the part of it I don't really mind because, like, Floyd is, I have the utmost respect for the gladiators of the world.
Yeah.
And the guys who put their life on the line and did all of that. And for me, like, seeing so many fighters post-career just be broke and have to fight or do other things and struggle. These fighters get to just be like, it's like he's in control. So if Floyd says, you know what, let me just fight one of these YouTubers who I know I can just smoke.
Right. And
they don't mind getting in the ring with me because I'm Floyd.
Right.
And I get to make my money. Why not do that? That's the easiest payday in the world.
It's
so for that, and that I get, but like, so will people buy it or not? Will people do it? I don't know. But to me, this is just, I don't think he cares. He doesn't care at all. This is the Floyd show. So do you want to watch the Floyd show or do you not? It's not about Floyd and Deji.
No,
it's do you want it? It's a Floyd show. It's just a Floyd Mayweather episode
and
number 3.
He has another fight
you know
in September, by the way. He has another fight, another exhibition. So he is like doing the circus, bouncing around, traveling.
And he said openly, this is what he wants to do.
Yeah, and
he's trying to make a map for future world champions. We can go do these exhibitions. We're legends of the sport. Right. We don't have to take real risk anymore. He said that no more real risk.
Right.
We can put on shows and still showcase our skill and kind of like, hey, everybody, I'm Floyd Mayweather.
Exactly.
I get to go out here and a bunch of rich people will pay a lot of money to see Floyd Mayweather move around.
It's an appearance. They're paying an appearance fee. Yeah, exactly. And to that point, it is going to be in Dubai, which that's the only way this would probably happen because the backers of this thing, that money out there is not going to be matched. Like, there's no promotion. There's no anything that's going to put on Floyd and Deji in the United States or the UK.
You know
it's just not going to happen.
Because I said a gladiator, and you're talking about, like, in Dubai. Like, this makes me think of, like, they're putting, like, their favorite warrior and is throwing, like, just a freaking chicken out there.
I know, bro. Just throwing
just
it out
for
there.
Them to, like... Just because it's like, for
the entertainment of seeing Floyd? Yeah, for
seeing Floyd, because obviously there's no competitive nature here.
I don't.
You know,
let's talk about what it means for Deji because it's obviously not going to be very competitive. We know that,
right?
But what does it mean? One, why is Deji the name? You think? No disrespect to Deji at all. Do you think he's just because he's that big now off that win from Fuzi and? Obviously, the 10 million subscribers, he's a big pull for sure. I mean, he main evented Showstar. They did 100,000 buys, you know what I mean? Like, or plus, with all the stuff that was going on in that card. He is a proven draw So that has to be the biggest reason, and because I don't know, maybe because he's around the same weight and he's not Logan, or he punches
That's what I'm saying. Because why not go with JJ?
That's another. I think maybe there's not that risk there too, and probably there. Listen, I don't know how the deals are done with misfits and other things like that, but JJ having his own promotion would probably want to have some of that involved, and
yeah, and I bet it'd be a lot. Deji would probably do it for a lot less money.
Yeah, that's that. I mean, I don't know that to be, I don't know if that's the actual reason, but it does seem like they'd probably be easier to work with. It'd probably be easier for Floyd and them to be like, okay, here's the amount, here's the date, here's, and for Deji to be like, okay, whatever the amount is, okay, or negotiate, but not be like, okay, we have to have my promotion involved, or this has to be this weight, or we have to do this, or this is where it's got to be,
And I feel like Floyd, the approach is, how can we make the most amount of money
with the least
guy
amount
that's
of work
gonna have
possible?
the biggest name, but the least amount of risk, the least amount of work.
And this is, by the way, this is a big W for Deji too. And I know this is going to look very disrespectful to boxing, and people are going to be like, why this? Why doesn't Deji go and fight an influencer or fight someone, like a Bryce Hall or someone to continue to build his name in the scene that he is starting to now turn everything around in, But this is Floyd, man. This is Floyd. Like, how do you say no? How do you say no?
And it's not really boxing. It's like if Michael Jordan was like, "Oh, should I play this YouTuber when he just retired, like in 2004 or something like that? I'm gonna play this, like, give me, I don't know, a basketball YouTuber, right? Let me go play him one-on-one.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Fighting obviously has the element of the danger, and that's the big difference because it's not a game. Yeah. But still, that's kind of what Floyd's, I think, approach is.
Yeah.
Let me just do this fun stuff.
Yeah, no, I do. I worry that because Deji is a bit smaller, I do worry that he might be walking into something here that is, it's not even might is. It could be potentially dangerous because Floyd is going. Yeah, Floyd's gonna do what he wants to do, and if he wants to go out and make an example based on maybe the frustration left over from the Logan fight and be like, I couldn't stop him, so maybe
that's the thing too.
Because gonna get it.
I think he learned that because Logan's big, man.
He's big. He's 6'3", 210. What are you gonna do?
So let me find a guy who's smaller.
Yeah.
Like, there's no path for Deji.
Yeah, listen.
Like Logan, there was a path because of size and stuff.
Yeah. To just get there. Not that he was ever gonna beat Floyd, but just to be able to say, I hung in there and I had some success, and Logan did have some success, like to the point where Floyd's looking at one of his coaches and they're like, work your jab. He's like, I can't jab the motherfucker. What do you mean jab him? I can't. He's like, I can't touch him with a jab. So it's like Logan had success. For Deji, I know he's gotten a lot better, but this is like not even,
I will say,
levels
though,
to this game. It's
if Deji lands one freaking punch, that's the greatest punch ever landed in the history of YouTube boxing, dude.
Imagine, though. Just imagine for
it's just like I punched Floyd Mayweather, bro. Like, because like Logan, he's bigger, it's different. Like Deji, I don't think anyone think he's gonna be able to land anything.
Imagine Deji lands one of those pull counters, and it touches Floyd on the chin,
and it's just a picture, an image of Floyd like this, and Deji like, dude, that would be it. That would be it. I would just tap the ground and be like.
Because I don't think and this is another thing, I don't think that boxing people understand what is a win for Deji in this, or like people that look at Floyd and be like, oh, this is, and I don't even want to call it disrespectful because it's an exhibition. It's not like it's a sanctioned bout. It is what it is, and like you said,
exactly, Floyd, it's not disrespectful because it's not boxing.
Yeah, it's not like a.
I don't understand why people. I don't understand this whole thing. Why people get like, this is bad for boxing, bro. This is not boxing. Floyd said it's not boxing.
Yeah, it's not like it's Floyd putting his 50 on the line. It's not like he's doing that. And if he was, then it would become like, okay, this is silly. But
and it's not like backed by like any boxing.
No commission, no sanctioning, anything.
Exactly.
No.
So it's not even boxing. It's just his own little exhibition show. I don't understand. It's not.
I don't think people realize if Deji does land that, if Deji, survives it, it's going to be a win for Deji. Again, like the way that people look at this YouTube boxing thing is like, oh, some people are on board with it, some people aren't. But the more you put us in the YouTube boxing side with legends and we look not even good or okay, but as bad as people think that YouTube boxers are, it's going to grow this side of YouTube boxing because it's going to be like, oh, shit, Deji didn't die. Oh, like Deji didn't. You know,
Deji survives one round. It's
win.
freaking amazing.
It's a win. And people will hold on to it. And the way the internet works, the memes, the conversation. Deji went 6 rounds with Floyd Mayweather. Deji went 4, 8, whatever it is, you know?
Bro, 6 would be crazy.
Imagine. I don't know what but like, even just thinking about this being real. Deji and Floyd Mayweather in Dubai, apparently in November. Listen, big for Deji, massive for him. I mean,
yeah.
The opportunities that we're getting in the YouTube boxing scene, like, boxing wants to put us in this, little corner space in the room and be like, yeah, that's they're doing their thing. But if Floyd Mayweather knows where the money is and where the dollars make sense, you guys might want to get on board, brother, because
bro, you know
we're
what's went through my head?
outselling boxing.
You know what's went through my brain right now? The clip of like Jake and Deji being like, "Fight my bro, fight my bro." Like when they're outside, like he's like, "Why would I fight
when
your
Jake
bro?"
rolled up with him with the gloves and threw him at his feet?
That's what I'm saying. He's like that clip. And fast forward, Jake is fighting Anderson Silva, GOAT.
Yeah.
And Deji's gonna be fighting Floyd Mayweather, bro.
Insane.
What are we talking about?
Insane. And you know what the natural matchup is? After both guys lose, praying that Anderson doesn't play with Jake, they hit the rematch. Jake and Deji. It comes full circle. It all comes full circle, bro. Jake's got to come down and wait, though. He's too big.
And then if Deji loses, redemption for JJ. Another one, bro.
Yes,
Again, he has to do it again.
But there it is, man. I cannot believe this. This is breaking news as the time of recording it. It's been announced. It's official. Deji versus Floyd Mayweather exhibition. We'll keep more tabs on this. Apparently, there's going to be, I've heard behind the scenes, some pressers going down in America. Some things going down leading up. So set your calendars, and I just don't know what the fuck's going on.
How will not sit up in the nosebleeds? How will not stop until they know me?